putting you in prison. He even used his political connections to keep the NYPD from taking Dante off the case. He lied to my face and he pretended to know nothing. And the whole time he was doing everything he could to cut you out of our lives. God.
I get that you're upset.
Yeah, I'm upset.
Well,
he knew you didn't kill Claudia. And by pushing the investigation, he risked exposing Michael.
Jax did worse than that. He set my own son up to arrest me.
Before you do anything, you should know I told the cops that I shot myself by accident. Not exactly something you'd expect a member of New York City's finest to do.
So you lied to protect Sonny? How far are you willing to take this now that you know that he's your father?
Morgan's reading. Jocelyn's asleep.
Good. Now that you know the kids are okay, you can leave.
I'm not going anywhere until I talk some sense into Carla.
Well, you obviously already tried that and she's not buying.
You know, of all the places she could have taken the kids, she took them to the most dangerous place she could find, Jason's penthouse.
That's her decision to make.
Well, she doesn't make very good decisions when she's upset, and right now she's upset.
How do you expect her to react? I mean, after all, you did put Sonny in jail.
Is that true? Do you want to get my dad arrested?
it's terrible to shoot your own son. But it wouldn't have happened if Jax had just been honest. He knew that Dante was an undercover cop and my son. But I'm not going to blame him. Because he hates me. But Olivia, looking back, I just keep wondering why I was so blind. Olivia and I broke up. I started dating Kate. She comes back. Olivia comes back. She's pregnant, right? I say, who's the father? She said it could be several guys. She tells me a bunch of garbage. Why do I listen to that? Why do I always do that?
Because she was convincing.
Well, if I just look closely, if I just, gave it a second thought.
Stop.
But I trusted her.
Stop.
I never thought she would lie to me.
It happened a long time ago. You can't do this to yourself.
I know, but I always do. Dante's was, he's good at what he does. He got close to me, built a case against me. He showed all the qualities that led me to want me to hand over the organization to him one day. I had to eliminate the problem. And because I didn't know the truth, I shot my own son.
I didn't lie to protect Sonny.
You just found out that he's your father.
So what? What am I supposed to have all these father-son misty moments coming up? No. Sonny's a criminal. He's going to pay for the crimes he's committed.
Then why say you shot yourself by accident?
Look, if you're wondering about Claudia's case, if I'm going to tank it and refuse to testify, you can dream on. The evidence is there. Sonny is going to prison.
Still didn't answer my question.
It was Michael who told me Dante was an undercover cop. At first I didn't believe him, but I had Jason check it out anyway. When Jason came back and confirmed it was true, I had to eliminate the problem. He had to die. That was understood, and I didn't waver. When Dante figured out that I was setting him up, he took out his badge. So I pulled out my gun and I shot him. And it's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. Olivia kneeling over his body, yelling.
Okay.
I shot my own son.
Okay, it happened.
I know it happened.
And you can't do anything about it. Right now, you have to think about where you are and what's best for the rest of your kids, not just
Well,
Dante.
Dante's the one that's suffering right now.
I know,
Carly, so,
hey, they're all suffering. They're all having a hard time dealing with
I gotta
this.
make this right now. I got to. Dante and I, we didn't know each other, but there was a connection there. We started caring about each other. It was real then, and it's gonna be
He's
real
a
now.
cop,
As long as I talk to him,
He's
I know
a
I can
cop,
do it.
Sonny. And you shot him. And if you honestly believe that he's just going to forgive and you two are going to move on and have some meaningful relationship, I'm sorry, but I think you're fooling yourself.
I don't. Listen, the official statement he made to the police, right, was that the gun went off accidentally and he shot himself. There's only one reason he did that, because he's trying to protect me because I'm his father.
Is that why Mom's so upset? You tried to put my dad in jail?
Hey, buddy. It's pretty complicated.
Is it true?
Yes, it is true, but I did it for a reason.
Because you hate my dad?
Not because I hate your dad. Because I love you and Michael as much as I love Jocelyn. And it's the most important thing for a father to do, to protect his family.
My dad would never hurt us.
You're right. Your dad wouldn't hurt you, not intentionally. But your father lives in a violent world. And no matter how much he promises not to hurt you, he can't control what his enemies are going to do.
That's why we have guards.
Right, but you still get hurt. I sat by Michael's bed when he was in the coma. And I decided that I couldn't sit any longer. The cops, they brought in an undercover policeman to investigate
Dante.
your father. Right, Dante. I found out about it. So I cooperated with the police. It made me sad to go against your father. But I did it because I was sick of the broken promises, Morgan. And I did it because I wanted you all to be safe once and for all.
I love you and Dante. My dad didn't have to shoot him. But I love my dad too.
Dante has dedicated his whole career to fighting organized crime. That's not going to change just because Sonny's his father.
Aw, fresh and fabulous.
What a relief.
Hey, you'll be thanking me when Dante's staring into your bagless eyes with love and adoration.
Look, as for this whole
Sonny thing, I think you should just be prepared for the worst case scenario.
Okay, Dante was torn when he was working for Sonny because he found himself actually liking him, but ultimately he still wanted to put him in prison.
But what if he's changed his mind? What if now he wants to do all that father-son bonding stuff, like hang out and drink beer?
That's total speculation.
It's human nature.
It's also human nature to be pretty pissed off at the person who tried to kill you. He's not going to forgive and forget.
Unless the person he's really mad at is Olivia.
Okay, he is mad at Olivia because she always told him she had no idea who his father was, so obviously he's gonna feel betrayed, but that will pass. This thing with Sonny, no way.
Well, according to Robin, my inside source, Sonny has been hanging around Dante's hospital room acting all fatherly.
If Sonny thinks he's gonna get close to Dante, he is reading way too much into what Dante did. Which is... when Lucky got Dante's statement, he said that he shot himself by accident.
Well, he really must want to protect his father.
No, he said that it's enough that Sonny's going to prison for Claudia's murder and that shooting him would have been redundant.
Yeah, I don't follow that at all. That just sounds like a big fat rationalization.
No, it made sense when he said it to me, and he said it was probably the only thing that he would ever share with his father.
Dante's being pulled into a gazillion different directions right now, and the only sure thing in his life is you. So you just need to make sure that you're there for him, no matter how this situation turns out.
Rander's holding off on